It's Meath versus Louth in the Leinster Senior Football Final. What could possibly go wrong?
Sean, that was absolutely electric. You could hear a pin drop just before Aaron Naveen, and it was one of the best sung versions of Aaron Naveen I've heard in a long, long time as well. Just looking at the way that teams are setting up, it looks as if Louth will be playing from right to left down into Hill 16, and Meath will be attacking into the Davin end. Just looking for any late switches here. No, everybody seems to be in place. Our referee, Martin McNally from Monaghan, just waiting for the word from the sideline to get proceedings underway.
Looks like Craig Lennon is going to be the midfielder that comes in from the sideline as the ball is hopped, and here we go. Meath and Louth, our new acquaintances in Croke Park. And it's Meath who take possession first through Kieran Caulfield. Now Donald Keown look to spray it out towards the Cusack stand sideline. And advancing now is Matthew Costello, lays it off. And we are just outside the arc on the Davin end as the ball is kicked to the other side. Connor Duke now on the ball. James Conlon. Meath exploring the space in the Louth half of the pitch. And we are going to see, I think, a good bit of this. Probing the 2-point arc, weighing up whether it's worth it to raise that orange flag.
Yeah, it's certainly something that teams, throughout the championship so far have been doing, working the percentage shot. And look, it's working for most teams. They've gone long here now, Meath.
There's a free man in the corner. Bevan Duffy's trying to stand him up, but Meath come around and try to curl it inside the post from a very tight angle. Yeah. And
it's an advanced mark for Meath, so you essentially get a free play on goal there. So it is a Meath free in, despite the fact that he missed. So the referee, Meath, didn't seem to know that themselves.
Yeah, I was looking at the umpires, waiting to see if it was which flag they were going to put up, or if they were going to go to Hawkeye. But no, Owen Frayne will look to point his first free of the afternoon.
Yeah, it's a tricky angle here. It's under the Cusack stand. Maybe it's on the 14, but it's right out there under the Cusack stand. It's a really difficult one. But for a free taker of Owen Frayne's ability, I would fancy him. Even though we've had a switch of taker.
Keith Curtis, it looks like.
That's unusual.
And the clock has stopped at 1 minute 56 seconds as a green flare that they must have had spare from before a kickoff, or throw-in, seems to be sputtering out on the hill. So Keith Curtis with the ball in his hands. He is right in the corner between the Davin and the Cusack. He has a look at the post, his arms outstretched with the ball. Swings round, kicks it, and he sliced it off his laces. It's up in the air. There's one Meath man in the box, but there's about 5 Louth men around it. On the first red roar of the day. Louth with Conor Grimes, and now Craig Lennon and Peter Lynch. And Louth hands getting a feel for the leather.
Yeah, Craig Lennon on the ball there, of course. Louth's second ever All-Star last year. More than thoroughly deserved. There was 4 nominees, and Craig came out on top of it. But here comes Peter Lynch from Roach Emmett, carrying it about halfway down under the Hogan stand. Sam Mulroy gets his first touch of the ball on the edge of the 45. A huge danger man, as is Craig Lennon, the All-Star. Back to Mulroy, outside the 45. He sold the Meath. Oh, that is absolutely so unlucky. It was so unlucky.
And the Meath fans very much enjoyed that behind the hill. 3 minutes, no scores, but
yeah, that might
fascinating nonetheless.
That might have been wide, Sean, but if they give Sam Mulroy that much space for the rest of the game, more of them will go over than not.
Oh, you got that right. 7 points he kicked in the semi-final win over Kildare, and he will be looking to avenge 2010 to a certain extent. He was here in 2010 as a 12-year-old, recalled crying in the stands. Came back early from a hamstring injury to start against Kildare, and he was one of the stars of the day.
Oh, fabulous dispossession there by Louth, and they've turned it over and they're on the go. And they've got it, their wing back there, Conor McKeever carrying it over their own 45, and now it's with the cornerback Darren Alley, a lovely little player. Thought about going to Conor Grimes, but goes back into midfield. Louth exactly halfway, about to cross the line, thinking about it, the new dotted line, of course, which was never here before. And it's back with the centre forward, Kieran Downey. And passes it along over the 65. And that's with Conor Grimes again. Conor Grimes looking for it. Sam Mulroy goes inside there to the corner forward. That's Kieran McCardle. Back out to Conor Grimes. He's beaten the man inside. He's inside the 14. Now he's played a speculative ball into the corner forward, Ryan Burns, who has kicked the first score of the game. Ryan Burns kicks it from the edge of the 21, just on the Hogan stand side. And Louth are off the mark, Sean.
Yes, indeed. Very patient build-up. Conor Grimes saw a lot of the ball, but good movement by Burns. Swiveled this way and that and kicked it over the bar with his left foot. Now, the Louth kick out is long. It's beyond the 65, but it looked to be taken by Tommy Dernan, but no, Meath have just about maintained possession. Conor Duke. He's got Kieran Caulfield outside him. Opts to go back instead to Owen Frayne, who's come out very deep into the pitch. Now, there's a runner. Beats 1-2 players, lays it off to Rory Kinsella. Rory Kinsella for Meath, looking to put it over the bar, and he has! The white flag is raised. The green and yellow flags are raised around Croke Park, and Meath are open for business.
Yeah, I think, look, it was a cagey enough opening 4 minutes there, Sean, but if it keeps going like this, we're in for an absolute belter. But Niall McDonnell from St. Feckin's, the Louth goalkeeper, made his debut in 2024 for Louth, is going to kick this out. He goes long over the Hogan stand side to halfway. A battle in midfield. Tommy Dernan was up there. It seems to be a stalemate, and our referee, Martin McNally, is going to throw it up.
Martin McNally, the only blue shirt on the field on Leinster football final day. I'm a Dublin fan, I can take it. No one catches that hot ball. Eventually it breaks to Meath, and Jack Flynn, he's got some space on the Cusick side of the pitch that he's exploiting now. Plays it into James Conlon now. He had Conal McKeever and Donald McKenny of Louth on top of him. Slips, tries to spin away, and he does so and feeds it to Rory Kinsella. Now it's been spread out to the other side. Matthew Costello. Costello couldn't find the angle for himself. Conor Duke goes with the left foot, and that's a bit of a wild shot. And that's a wide. Yeah,
not the percentage shot there, Sean. Not like Conor Duke either. He's only a young man, 20 years of age, just up from under 20. A fabulous underage prospect, and he's obviously got here to senior fairly quickly. But look, he's only finding his feet. But Louth at the moment, their keeper, he's gone long again into the same spot, just under the Hogan stand to the halfway. The break has gone to Meath, though, and it's come to Owen Frayne, who plays a quick ball inside. And it's inside to Keith Curtis of Rathkenny. He's played a 50-50 hand pass. Oh, and Louth come out with it. And it's their cornerback who carries it. And on to big Tommy Dernan, who carries it once more. And Conor Grimes coming up, going back into midfield. Crossing his own 65. Crossing halfway. Plays an easy hand pass there to Andy McDonnell of Newtown Blues, who's been turned over, and Meath have the free. The referee, Martin McNally, has given me the free.
They take it quickly.
They have. They've gone with the tap and go. It's gone to Owen Frayne, the Meath captain, who holds it up, gives it to the other corner forward, Matthew Costello, who has a man coming here from Louth, putting him under pressure. The referee doesn't give a free.
That's a clean tackle.
Yeah, and Louth have turned this over.
Well done. Well done, Louth. They have rectified that mistake. That saw them lose possession, but now they got it back again. And Tommy Dernan sends it out to the right-hand side. Sal Mulroy, the captain, kicks it forward. Louth don't have too many men coming forward. There's Meath converging, but Louth have steered it inside. Very well done indeed. He ran in from the Cusick sideline towards the arc. There was a man running across, and he tapped it over with his left foot from just outside the D. And Louth have the lead back through Bevan
Yeah,
Duffy.
Bevan Duffy, yeah. Louth have intercepted this kick out as well. It's on the 45. It's Sam Mulroy. He has the ball. The big switch is on here. He goes first to Craig Lennon of St. Moctus, who has Conor Grimes on his outside. He's thinking about going on the loop, but Craig Lennon heads down into the corner, crosses the 21. The shot there from Ryan Burns has slipped to the left and wide. A highly, highly speculative effort there from Ryan Burns of Hunterstown Rovers, and that takes the pressure off Meath there. The keeper, Billy Hogan from Longwood, is going to take this kick out. He goes short to Brian O'Halloran. Brian O'Halloran under enormous pressure, but too much pressure, the referee says, and it's a free to Meath.
Coffey takes it quickly. Sean Coffey, that is, the number 6 for Meath. And they're moving forward again through Kieran Caulfield. Now Keith Curtis. Caulfield might look for it back. Instead, he's got Owen Frayne. Owen Frayne from the edge of the arc, going for the first 2-pointer of the day.
Touched
Over the bar. And that'll be a bit contentious now. We've talked about that. We saw it in the Galway Mayo Connacht final, that if the keeper gets a hand to it as it's going over from the 2-point arc, well, the 2-point aspect of it is nullified.
Well,
so
as a Galway man, I won't complain, Sean.
Of course you won't.
Yeah.
Meath, Louth, 2 each after 10 minutes of play.
Yeah, Craig Lennon in trouble here.
Yeah, the kick was taken short and he's lost it. Owen Frayne dispossessed him. To Sean Coffey now. Meath looking to turn a 1-point deficit into a 1-point lead in the space of a minute. They'll need Matthew Costello's help if they're going to do it. Costello steps inside Colin McKeever.
Oh, super turnover.
They lost the ball.
Free.
They lost the ball. James Conlon went to recover it, and he was pushed in the back by Donald McKenny.
Yeah, Donald McKenny came straight through him there, Sean, just on the edge of the small arc, not the 2-point one. So I would imagine...
That'd be the D.
Thank you.
You're
I would
welcome.
imagine Owen Frayne here will knock this over and get Meath back in front. 3 points to 2.
By my reckoning, that'll be Owen Frayne's first kicked free of the day. As I have a look through my notes, certainly would appear that way.
Yeah, he kicked a point from play, but not that's his first free.
And the cheers go up and Meath are in front again.
Yeah, and again, Niall McDonald, the Louth goalkeeper, about to kick this out, surveying the middle of the field. Meath have shut down any short options, and he goes a brilliant ball to Sam Mulroy. That's fantastically fielded by Mulroy in midfield. And now Louth are on the attack. It's Colin McKeever. Colin McKeever is cutting through the Meath defence. Surely foul there. The referee says no. And what's the referee? He's given a free out to Meath, and you can hear that roar as Meath move it quickly outside the 2-point arc, heading up to the 45. And now it's gone back. They're in their own half here. He can do a bit. He's gone for the big switch across here to Matthew Costello, far away from his corner forward home, but carrying it over his own 65 and across the halfway line under the Hogan stand here. Meath getting set up here to try and set up a score again. He has his wing forward there, Keith Curtis, making a run, but it's popped back out there to his midfield partner, Jack Flynn. And Jack Flynn goes all the way back to Conor Duke, the young man from Dunshaughlin. Now, one more onto Donald Keoghan, the veteran here on the Meath team. He's beaten his man, Donald Keoghan, pops it back outside to Keith Curtis. Keith Curtis blocked down superbly by Louth, and Louth come away with it again. It's Craig Lennon. Craig Lennon pops it there to Andy MacDonald.
There's a bit of afters there for the attack that broke down there for Meath, but resolved itself pretty quickly, and Louth are back on the ball through the captain, Sam Mulroy. Tommy Dernan now stuck between the 65 and the 45. Kieran Caulfield was on top of him, and eventually he had to shove it back, and Sam Mulroy slows the game to a crawl as Louth ponder their next move. It's Tommy Dernan. Tommy Dernan has 2 free men. He goes with the centre forward, Kieran Downey. Kieran Downey kicks the ball into the just outside the D, and it's been shuffled back out again. Meath doing a good job of holding their structure. Louth holding, waiting to kick the attack into the next gear. Maybe it'll come from Conor Grimes. He's made a burst. Conor Grimes will go for this. It's ballooned up in the air. I don't think it's going out. It's dropping into the penalty area. Caught, no.
Oh, well
He
dealt
had
with.
it in his chest and let it go. And Meath survive again. And they look to counter.
Yeah, and Meath are coming away from this here. He's got support in his midfield partner. It's big Brian Menton there in midfield who has it. Passes it on there to Matthew Costello. He's on heading towards the 45. It's back with Brian Menton again. Carries it along the 45. Owen Frayne, the Meath captain, passes it backwards to Rory Kinsella, and Meath will reset. I see they have everyone up. It's 4v3 at the back. Everything is good. Meath work it back to Owen Frayne again. Edge of the 45, middle of the pitch. To his midfield colleague there, Jack Flynn. And Meath are looking, there's arms going up and everything. Meath looking to work a set move here as Conor Duke has it outside the 45, thinks about a move. There's not much movement inside from though, Sean, is there?
There isn't, and it's again one of those instances where we have these new rules and they are solving the defensive shell problem to a certain extent, but you still occasionally have moments like these where the more cerebral side of the modern game of Gaelic football comes into play. Jack Flynn to Rory Kinsella. Jack Flynn again, confronted by Ryan Burns, who very casually just forces him to the Cusack side of the arc. And again, Meath have to retreat.
You have to say, Sean, Louth are well set up though.
Conor Duke, though, has found some space just inside the arc, but the shot comes to nothing.
Yeah, as I was saying, Louth are so well set up there that was the only shot available to Conor Duke.
Niall MacDonald wanted to take the kick out quickly, but there's a second ball on the pitch, so he'll gently kick that over the sideline and look up the field. The referee beckons him forward and the game can momentarily resume again.
Yeah, they've targeted this side under the Hogan stand. He's gone that way again. The two big men there, Tommy Dernan, but Meath come away with it, and that's a free. Donald Keoghan takes it quickly. Absolutely fantastic servant to Meath over the last 13 years. It's James Conlon there taking on his man. He's won a free on the 45.
He didn't seem to realise it.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to think that there was advantage accruing.
Well,
so he just stopped.
This one, you'd put it down and try and bring up your keeper maybe. I see the keeper strolling towards it, but maybe not. I'd say it'll be Owen Frayne that takes this. But this is a potential 2-point situation, our first of the game.
It will be the goalkeeper. He had to look at the sideline towards his coach, Robbie Brennan, to see if he wanted it. Now here he comes.
Yeah, Billy's a lovely striker of the ball, so this will definitely have the legs for sure.
So it's a footstep outside the 45-metre line, slightly to the right of the posts, but certainly not an angle that would cause significant trouble for Billy Hogan. The horns go up, the kick goes up, and it looks like the orange flag will go up too. It's our first 2-pointer of the Leinster final. It's come from Meath, it's come from their goalkeeper, Billy Hogan. And with just under 17 minutes gone, it's Meath 5. I thought it was Meath 5, Louth 2. It's gone up on the screen in front of us. Hasn't gone up on the big screen in Croke Park just yet. But nonetheless, it's 5-2 to Meath, and they've taken possession right back from the kick-out.
Yeah, Owen Frayne has it here. He has a runner on the wing. It's Kieran Caulfield on the wing here. Decides not to shoot. Comes back inside to his colleague. It's back with Caulfield. Takes on a man. He has the pace to beat Andy MacDonald. He's in, and it's chipped up, and it's wide. Oh,
that's a very poor miss.
Yeah, that's not great. Like that was the first time they'd actually beaten the Louth rear guard, and he popped it. Oh, it might have clipped the post just there on the way wide, actually. And the Louth kick out again will be taken by Niall MacDonald. There are a couple of short options. Meath not up with that press as high as they have been previously, and he has kicked this one
towards Andy MacDonald.
Yeah, it's out over
couldn't
the
keep
line.
it in.
Yeah, no, it's Meath tried to play on, but it is indeed a line ball. Not the best kick out in the world, but Meath played short.
That was James Conlon, by the way, who missed that latest chance for Meath. I'm sure he'll look to rectify that as soon as he possibly can. Meanwhile, Donald Keoghan with the ball once again. And there's a 2-point attempt coming, and it's going to get just about made it wide. The goalkeeper, Niall McDonald, looked to catch it, but he fell over the end line. Thankfully for him, it had already crossed the line.
I think Niall McDonald might be very fortunate there to have got away with that one.
But nonetheless, he takes the short kick out to Craig Lennon, and it will go now to his half-back partner, Conal McKeever. McKeever takes it into Meath territory, and it is now on the boot of Kieran Downey. Downey has moved out towards the Cusack stand, and Craig Lennon will take over once again. He's directly in front of the post just outside the 45, but he doesn't seem to fancy it from there. And Louth will go again. There is a man out just outside the arc. It was Conor Grimes, but Sam Mulroy's found a pass inside and it's broken to Andy McDonald. Andy McDonald fumbled it, gathered it again, looks to strike off his left foot, instead passes to Tommy Dernan. Tommy Dernan inside, there's a goal touch for Louth. It was blocked off. It's a penalty for Louth.
Penalty.
It's a penalty for Louth.
Yeah, Sam Mulroy caused all sorts of problems. Gave it into big Tommy Dernan. And then who was that?
Kieran McArdle.
It was.
He was just about to pull the trigger, and then he was just ran into the front of Downey went, and a goal here would tie up the game.
Yeah, and it looks like it's Kieran Downey with the ball in his hand, but in soccer style, he was only minding it there for Sam Mulroy. So it'll be Sam Mulroy from Niamh Martin, the 2025 All-Star nominee, up against Billy Hogan of Longwood.
He's kicking into a hill full of waving, booing Meath fans. Here he comes.
It's
goal! The goalkeeper went the wrong way, nestled beautifully into the bottom left-hand corner, and with 20 minutes gone in the Leinster final, it's Meath 5 points, Louth 1-2.
Yeah, and there was no doubt about the penalty. Looking at the replay here, it was an absolute stonewall penalty. The referee, Martin McNally, made the right decision. And here come Meath again.
Brian O'Halloran now is the one to send it inside to Kieran Caulfield. Caulfield making headway, and he looks out wide to Rory Kinsella. Rory Kinsella jinks back inside. He's got a more central position now to tee up Sean Coffey, but they've been forced wide again, and in the end Keith Curtis will take the shot, and why not? The first of the day for Keith Curtis, and Meath's lead is re-established straight away.
Yeah, Keith Curtis from Rathkenny, he scored 3 points in the semi-final win against Dublin, and that was an absolute beauty from out under the Hogan stand. About 25 out, not very difficult score for a right footer. And as Niall McDonald kicks it out under the Hogan stand to midfield again, Craig Lennon's got it, the man from St. Moctus, and he's moved it on to Sam Mulroy. It's in midfield, smack bang in the middle, just crossing the line, crossing the 65 now. It's Dermot Campbell carrying it inside the 45 and inevitably turns back, and Louth reset with Andy McDonald, who has come back this season after being out since 2021. The big switch across the pitch here to Bevan Duffy, number 26, the late replacement for Paul Matthews, who goes back again towards halfway on the Hogan stand side. Now it's in midfield again with Sam Mulroy. Sam is out very deep. He goes to Andy McDonald, and Andy goes inside on the 21. It's turned away. It's back with Sam Mulroy on the edge of the two-pointer.
Oh, it's a loose pass. But he just about got a hold of it.
Yeah, it's a free all day. It's a free all day.
So that is, I believe...
It's Kieran McArdle
It's Kieran McArdle. Yeah. Second big foul he suffered. The first one was for the penalty, of course. It was a very loose pass from Sam Mulroy.
Yeah, it was one of those passes that get you killed.
Yeah, and Kieran McArdle was killed. He got a hold of it. And that is a booking now for Matthew Costello.
I'll tell you, it's a long 50 minutes for Matthew Costello on a booking there now. With the likes of Ryan Burns and Kieran McArdle to have to mind.
He stood there quite confused, with a confused look on his face, as if he wondered what happened. Yeah. But he's going to need to be on his best behaviour now. As you say, 50 minutes.
Yeah, Sam Mulroy is interestingly going off the deck here, which is an old school. I'm a big fan of this now, so I'd love to see players kick it off the deck. But here comes Sam Mulroy on the right-hand side over towards Cusack stand with his right foot. And he has absolutely popped that over the bar. And Louth are level again. It's 1-3 to 6 points. And another for Sam Mulroy, the captain.
A bit risky there because he was going with his right boot on a on the side of the pitch where a left-footed kicker probably would have had an easier time with things, but he knocked it over the bar. He came up for his county, and the kick-out has been broken to Louth. Conall McKeever has possession. He lays it off to Kieran Downey, but they put it back to Bevan Duffy, and now Sam Mulroy is around midfield, and Louth again will prize their patience when looking to work a score. Craig Lennon with the ball now. Back to Sam Mulroy. Sam Mulroy, 1-1 to his credit, including the penalty that came with just about 19 and a half minutes gone in this first half. Peter Lynch forward to Craig Lennon again. Lennon's got some space. He's inside the arc. He's looking at the D. Inside that. It's gone now to... Oh, it's another goal! Oh, that came out of nowhere! Ryan Burns had an angular run, and Lennon found him well. He drilled it low into the bottom left-hand corner, and Billy Hogan, the Meath goalkeeper, got a hand to it, but he could only help it to the roof of the net.
Oh, Sean, he got a big hand to it, but it wasn't enough. It would have been an absolutely sensational save. But Meath are on the attack here now down the far side. They haven't hung around.
They'll be nettled now for sure.
They will. It's over with Brian Menton there, who passed it along out to Kieran Caulfield. And it's settled down again. Meath looking to reset. Louth now, of course, 3 points up with approaching 24 minutes gone. Meath played inside the 20, inside the 14. The Meath full forward, James Conlon, tried to work his way around, plays a wild hand pass. And Louth have turned it over again.
Oh, that's a big moment. A big goal at one end. A big defensive play at the other. And Tommy Dernan went head over heels playing that pass out to Sam Mulroy, but Louth maintained possession. And I did see an off-the-ball incident there between Donald McKenny of Louth and James Conlon of Meath, but it seems as though that's cooled down somewhat. So we'll turn our attention back to the ball as Kieran Downey sprays a pass out towards the right-hand side of the field. And it's being brought back inside now, and it's now in the clutches of Conall McKeever. McKeever will explore the Hogan space now. Andy MacDonald wants it. Andy MacDonald gets it. Who's there for him? It would be Connor Grimes from just outside the 45. Now Kieran Downey again. Louth doing a good job moving it from side to side, constantly making the Meath backs adjust.
Yeah, Meath is starting to push out now here. They're starting to push out. They've had enough of Louth's possession. Sam Mulroy just sitting there in the quarterback position between the 45 and the 65, pulling all the strings. He's been involved in absolutely everything they've done. And here he is again on the ball. He's got it out the wing. That's out to his wing back, Conall McKeever, who's about to run one-on-one inside the 45, takes a shot on goal, and it pops. It's just wide. Oh, that was a big chance off his left foot. Big chance for Louth. But Louth remain 3 points ahead. Billy Hogan from Longwood is under the kick out here. We're just looking around to see where there's a bit of space. There's a short ball there. That was a risk, but a risk that worked out. Sean Rafferty picks it up, and Meath have possession around halfway in the middle of the pitch. Sean Rafferty on the shoulder of the runner, who is Rory Kinsella, looking for it again. He decides to go out wide there to Keith Curtis, and Keith Curtis works it back again, and Meath start the patience game once more.
Just had a look at the stats there. Both teams have been fairly evenly accurate. 7 out of 11 scoring opportunities taken for Meath, 5 out of 9 for Louth. Kieran Caulfield is the one with the ball now, pursued by his opposite number, Craig Lennon. Dishes it out to Sean Rafferty on the right-hand side of the arc. Rafferty finds James Conlon. Donald McKenny trying to stay there. Conlon trying to stay back inside. McKenny stands firm.
Super defence.
That is 3 Louth men. And there's steps given against James Conlon. And Louth have the free out. And another small victory in the defence is won by Louth.
It was a perfectly laid trap, Sean. They let him get into an area. Suddenly 3 or 4 of them swarmed, and he had absolutely nowhere to go. It was absolutely fantastic. Louth back in possession again. Down under the Hogan stand here. It's Conor Grimes carrying it down the line, and he passes to his colleague Peter Lynch, and they go all the way back inside their own 65, and it's Conal McKeever who switches it across the way onto the Cusick stand side, and it's Andy McDonald who carries it with him. It's with Sam Mulroy again, the danger man. He's found a little bit of space, needed his left foot. Oh, it was a 50-50 hand pass there, and now Meath have turned it over again.
Another wild pass from Sam Mulroy, and Meath have the free out. And it's been taken quickly, and Owen Frayne is streaking up the field with the ball. Conor Grimes trying to intercept him. Frayne able to get the pass away. And he's got the pass away to Jack Flynn, the number 8. Mulroy will need to be a little more economical with his hand passing. Otherwise, Meath will continue to earn these turnovers as Keith Curtis takes one close to the head, and he's won a free in.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard hit there, just outside the 21. You would imagine this would be highly scoreable for Owen Frayne if he decides to take this one on, and it is indeed Owen Frayne that's putting that ball down. There is a man down over there. It
was the man who committed the challenge.
A loud man, yeah. We'll just see who it was there. It seems to be Darren Alley.
No, it was Dermot Campbell.
It is Dermot Campbell.
Nally and Campbell were trying to double team him, but Campbell was the one.
Came off second best there, yeah.
Seemed to run his chin into the back of his head. Jared Brennan discussing tactics with Sam Mulroy. It's his his second year in the job. Former All-Ireland winner with Dublin, took over the reins from Mickey Hart last year, as we get another look at the penalty from Sam Mulroy. And here's the other goal. Great angle on the run from Ryan Burns, and as the ball went into the net, you could see the Louth fans erupt behind them.
Yeah, that player is up now, so it does look like it is Owen Frayne who's going to take this free. The referee, Martin McNally, put down enough shaving foam for 3 or 4 beards. And now Owen Frayne from Summerhill, the Meath captain. He's just inside the 2-point arc on his right foot, and it's high and over the bar, and a point for Meath. It's the first score. It's the first score in a while, Sean. 9-7 to Louth. 2-3 to 7 points.
They needed that. They needed it badly, and Owen Frayne has delivered for them. 11 points he kicked in the win over Dublin. 3 points is his tally for the day. As Niall MacDonald assesses his options with 6 minutes to go before half-time. He blows long. Great contest in the air, and it's broken for Louth. He sprayed forward, but Sean Rafferty was out in front of his marker, and Donald Keown will take it away. Keown running down the middle of the pitch. He's got Conor Duke to his right. Here is Duke. Back inside to Rory Kinsella. Rory Kinsella straight in front of the post, just out of the outside the arc. He's having a go. He's having a go.
Beautiful.
He's got it. The first 2-pointer of the day to come from open play. And it is Rory Kinsella who the score will be credited to. And just like that, Meath have tied up the match.
Yeah, Louth were too loose there, Sean. They were way off them. They were normally stuck on the edge of the 2-point arc, but they just dropped off a yard or two there and caused him to get a bit of space and open it up. And as Niall MacDonald goes out to his favourite spot under the Hogan stand again into midfield, that's an absolutely fantastic win at midfield by Jack Flynn, and he's passed it on there to Rory Kinsella. It goes inside to James Conlon, who bends an absolute beauty over the bar for a point for Meath, and Meath lead the Leinster final with 5 minutes before half-time. Fabulous move, Sean.
That'll be such a big psychological boost for Meath to come through the loud purple patch, to remain in touch, and now to have taken their lead back. And the kick out has gone to Andy MacDonald, but he's under all sorts of pressure from 2 Meath men. Looks like he's going to cough it up. He gives the ball away. Sean Coffey will gratefully accept. And Meath looking for more scores. It's back to Coffey in front of the post, and another one. Sean Coffey, his first of the day, and Meath are surging now.
Yeah, that's the danger of the short kick out. You can go long all day and make it a 50-50, but sometimes if you go short like you did under the Cusack stand, just inside the 45, you can leave a man isolated. Once you get 3 or 4 men in there, he's in big trouble. Can't go back to the keeper anymore, remember, so that removes an out. And as Niall MacDonald kicks it out to halfway under the Hogan stand, he doesn't go short this time. It's won by Andy MacDonald. Andy MacDonald passed it on, and it's his centre forward Kieran Downey. He's looking for support. He's beaten his man there, which is Kieran Caulfield from Trim. It's inside there to Colin McKeever. He's clean through. It's back with Kieran Downey. Surely taken out. And
referee says no.
Play on, says the referee. And Meath are moving it away. Meath have it again under the Hogan stand. He's under huge pressure from it. Oh, he's done absolutely fantastically well. Meath have moved it away via hand pass. They're now about to cross their own 45 in the centre of the pitch, and they keep carrying it here. Loud numbers are not back here. There is a problem.
I think the referee must have thought that the loud man ran right into that. Meanwhile, at the other end, it's gone high, but it's gone between the posts. And that is another one for Rory Kinsella. His tally is 4, and straight away we're back into it. The short kick out was taken to Dermot Campbell, the loud fullback. Free was given after a bad tackle, and an even worse pass straight to Kieran Caulfield. There could be a goal on here. Loud seem like they've stopped him just about. Owen Frayne will take his point. And Loud are coming apart here before the break.
Oh, Sean, they've blown up in the last couple of minutes. They didn't get the penalty down there. I haven't seen the replay, and they got turned over. But there was some harry-carry around here at the back. Some of the stuff with the kick-outs, like they got turned over in midfield here under the Hogan stand. They just need to calm down for the remaining 2 minutes of this half. Try and pick up a score, and they're now 4 down with 2 minutes to go.
The half-time whistle can't come soon enough for these Loud players. It's another long kick-out. It is Conor Grimes underneath it, and he's taken it cleanly.
It was a fabulous piece of fielding there in midfield, and he's taken the tap and go, which he can't do. You have to go immediately with the tap and go. He's been sent back to take the free. And the referee,
he didn't go back far enough.
Yeah, he didn't go back to the correct spot. So Sam Mulroy is now on exactly halfway, turns back and passes to his centre-back, Peter Lynch from Roach Emmets. And now Sam Mulroy, the captain, is just swanning up here towards the 45. There's 90 seconds left. It might be a case that they run the clock, let the Hoosier down and work one more shot. Sam Mulroy isn't doing too much damage where he is at the moment. He needs to be within shooting range. And as Loud just pass it around here, it's Peter Lynch again, who has a bit of space to go into, but he goes back to Craig Lennon. There's a wall of Meath players, 4 players in front of him there on the 45. It's back with Sam Mulroy, the Loud captain. I think this is definitely what they're going to do. I think they're going to work the clock, which won't allow Meath. Oh, I might be wrong, because a big gap has opened up there for Craig Lennon. He goes straight through. Oh! For Craig Lennon! Craig Lennon comes from the 45 from nowhere. Meath were asleep. They thought Loud were going to wait until the Hoosier was going to go. Craig Lennon saw a gap, and he was gone. And it was in the back of the net before anybody even saw it, especially Billy Hogan in the Meath goal. What a goal, Sean.
That's a sensational finish. Sam Mulroy lulled them to sleep, and then suddenly an injection of pace from Craig Lennon split the Meath defence right down the middle, and from range, from about the 14-metre line, cracked it into the top corner.
Oh, Meath for certain thought that Loud were just going to wait that last minute out. And there is the Hooter. Of course, Meath get to play on until the ball goes dead. And here they are on the 45. It's with Rory Kinsella from Dunshaughlin. Passes out there to his clubmate Conor Duke. Thought about the shot. Went back to Owen Frayne. It's not Owen Frayne, in fact, it's Matthew Costello from Dunshaughlin.
Oh, that's a wide.
Yeah, Matthew Costello went in there. It was a long ball in towards the parallelogram. It was up for debate there with James Conlon. But here we are. It's half time.
I was going to say just before that goal went in that Meath will feel like they deserve to be where they are on the balance of play. 4 points up going into the break. 13 scores to Loud's 5. They started well. They finished well. They managed to come through Loud's purple patch in the middle of the half. We're in a fairly decent position, but that goal from Craig Lennon has changed the complexion completely.
Yeah,
and
Sean,
Louth will be brimming with confidence going into the dressing room.
as the old saying goes, goals win games, and we'll see in the second half if that is the case. But what a game we've been treated
They
to.
haven't won this game yet. In fact, if it ended now, they wouldn't have won it. They're still a point down, but plenty to chew over at half-time. It's 13 points for Meath. It's 3 goals and 3 points for Louth. The Meath lead is 1 as they go in for half-time. Welcome back to the 2025 Leinster Senior Football Final. Meath are coming back out for the second half now, leading by a point, 13 points to 3 goals and 3 for Louth. We just got the attendance there, 65,786 are in Croke Park today, up from the last time the Meath and Louth met in this final, which was 48,875 as Louth returned to the field, and significantly up from last year, which was 23,113. So business has picked up for the Leinster Council. Now, Louth are going to be shooting into the Davin end in the second half, which means Meath are kicking into the hill that is full of their supporters. And we are expecting more of the same, really. That is exciting football and probably a fair bit of controversy as well, Shane, because you never know with these two.
Sean, I think if Meath can tighten up at the back, they seem to have the sort of Indian sign over Louth throughout that first half. But just the concession of those goals has killed them as we get back underway here in the second half. The midfield throw up is won by Meath. It's Sean Coffey who wins it under pressure. He's coughed it up though. Oh, and a high tackle there on Sam Mulroy. It's a free in to Louth. Oh, he took a fairly hefty one there. And it was indeed Sam Mulroy. After he turned it over, could be argued he made a bit of it, Sean, but certainly a free in for sure.
It remains to be seen whether Sam Mulroy is going to be up to take this, but no, he's going to leave it to his midfielder, Tommy Dernan. And Louth played around a bit in the middle of the park, and slowly they creep forward. Bit of pace injected now as Andy MacDonald takes possession of the football. Now it is Bevan Duffy, the man who wasn't supposed to start today, has number 26 on his back, but was called in replacement of Paul Matthews. He has it again, and Tommy Dernan now will take over. We're all just settling back into this game. A good few people in the crowd have not yet taken their seats, so perhaps this will behoove them to start things a little bit slowly. Conal McKeever. And now it is Craig Lennon just outside the arc, dancing around the edge of it. Now it is Andy MacDonald who advances into it. And back out again to Ryan Burns of Louth. Underneath the Cusack stand. Now Craig Lennon. Tommy Dernan wants it, and Tommy Dernan receives it through a long kick pass by Louth's number 7. Dernan. Duffy made a run, but he feeds Sam Mulroy instead. He's going to go for a 2-pointer. That looks outside the right-hand post, and it is the first wide of the second half.
Yeah, we're right behind that one. That's exactly the sort of space they want to get Sam Mulroy in. There wasn't anyone within about 5 yards of him, and uncharacteristically enough for Sam Mulroy, he blazed that one out to the right. Meath have the kick out here. Billy Hogan goes out under the Hogan stand. It's up, and it's taken by Louth, and a free. It was Rory Kinsler who won the break, and it's a free, and it's just outside the 45. There's nobody rushing over to get it. I see Sam Mulroy heading that way, and I also see Martin McNally coming with his spray, moving him back a yard or two, because in fairness to Sam Mulroy, he does have a big boot on him, but this is a long way out. I'd say combined with the angle, he's just outside the 45, maybe 50 metres, and with the angle, we're probably looking 56, 57. This would be This would be a fair clatter from Sam Mulroy. So he's stood back. He's taken the steps to the side. The hands on the hips. Under the Cusack stand. He's coming to strike it. This will be a good strike. There's plenty of legs on it. And it is wide.
Oh no.
It is wide.
I was duped by the Louth fans putting up the flags behind the goal. But
yeah, I don't think it was too far wide, but it was wide.
Indeed. So Billy Hogan will get us back underway. The long kick out. Oh, it just evaded the grasp of Craig Lennon, and Sean Coffey looking to come onto it, but he's been beaten to it by a Louth man, and Louth at the free. They're going to play the advantage, and here they come again. Immediately after their last attack, they look to start another. It sprayed out to the Hogan side, and Mulroy is under the attentions of two Meath men, but he gets it away efficiently to Kieran Downey, who puts it into a more central position to Bevan Duffy, who's running at Brian Menton. Duffy, he sees Peter Lynch way out wide. Would have been an adventurous kick to take, especially for a centre-half. Mulroy going for the two-pointer. He's dropped it short. The attention to Kieran McArdle, not enough to put off Billy Hogan. He's got it out to his backs, and now Meath are coming forward.
Yeah, Meath breaking here. It's Owen Frayne, I think, on the ball. Clears the 65. He's looking for a hand pass. It's out to his wing forward. Connor Duke, the young man. Next, it's Matthew Costello, who's out on the left. He takes a beautiful strike at that, and Meath score. And they extend their lead to 2. It could have been level down the other side, but that was an absolutely fantastic score by Matthew Costello. Super work there. There was 3 or 4 different runs. Louth didn't know where to go, and Matthew Costello was left isolated about 21 out.
Matthew Costello's first of the day, and the kick out is a very accurate one. He was in danger of going over the Cusack sideline, actually. But Donald McKinney has been forced over the sideline now. It looked like he'd taken charge of it, and it's been moved forward 50 metres. Those are the new rules. You got to give it straight back to the opposition, or there is a very stiff penalty to pay.
Yeah, it's some would say that's harsh, but by the letter of the law, he didn't hand him the ball back. He hung on to it, and now Meath have a big chance. It's just inside the 45, so with the angle, it's over towards the Cusack side, but not that far over. This should be another chance for Billy Hogan to add to his 2-point tally.
And he's made it up to the Hill 16 end of the stadium. 5 steps back, 2 to his left. He mulls over this kick, which would put Meath 4 points clear once again. And the roar goes up from the Royals. It's 2 points, 2 more points for Billy Hogan. His tally is 4. The Meath lead is 4.
Yeah, Billy Hogan could have kicked that another 40 yards by the looks of it, with the amount of distance he had on it. Niall MacDonald kicking it out here for Louth now. It looks under pressure. There's plenty of distance on that. It's broken to a Louth man who's not fouled. It's a big Andy MacDonald in midfield there who did extremely well to get it out. Now, Louth are coming. It's 1-on-2 here. It's the centre forward, Kieran Downey, and it's blocked away, and it's out for a 45 to Louth. That was a fantastic block. He probably ran himself down a little bit of a cul-de-sac. It was from a tight angle, but it's a Louth 45, and I'm sure we'll see Sam Mulroy come out and kick this one.
He was brave. He looked to take it forward. Didn't want to be stalling around the place, and we see here that Dermot Campbell has gone into the referee's notebook. That's Louth's first yellow card of this final, so I believe it is Sam Mulroy who is going to take the 45-metre free. Plenty of Louth fans behind the Davin goal, certainly more than there are Meath. Mulroy strikes with the right boot. It looks like it's drifting to the right, and it's another wide. Louth are not shooting with the greatest level of accuracy. In fact, they haven't scored yet in this second half. One of the things in 2010 that allowed it to get to the finale that it did was that they kicked the game away, and they might be in danger of doing that again.
Yeah, I think Sam Mulroy's left a radar at home so far anyways, but That Meath kick out went straight out over the line on the Hogan stand side, and it's now being carried by big Tommy Dernan in midfield. The big man, a recent transfer back to Louth from Inniskeen, back to RD St Mary's. And it's been carried now by his midfield partner, Andy McDowell. Sam Mulroy on the edge of the square, on the edge of the 2-point arc. They're in trouble here. They might get turned off. He's done extremely well. And it's Ryan Burns who's had a go from downtown, but that's over.
It's over.
2 points.
Well done, Ryan Burns. That's 1-3 for him now. He did so well to get himself out of trouble when it looked like Louth were going to be turned over. But he evaded the shackles of the Meath defence and he fired a howitzer between the posts. And Louth back in business.
Yeah, it's gone out again. Up into midfield. Meath win it. It's Kieran Caulfield who carries it, but it's turned back again. That's brave by Tommy Dernan there, who turns it back over. He's won a free, takes the tap and go, heading towards midfield. Louth might want to just settle things down. There is 2 points in it. It's Louth 3-5, Meath 16 points. Sam Mulroy again coming out deep to grab the ball. It's out over the far side. It's now at halfway, and it's been chipped into Tommy Dernan, who has it at midfield.
Duffy has space out right if Dernan can see him.
Yeah, he's recycled. Yeah, and Dernan's nearly got turned over. They have got turned over. Meath have turned it over. Brian Menton, the old man for the hard road, he passes it on. It's over there to Rory Kinsella, who carries away. And in fact, it's Matthew Costello. Matthew scored the last point a couple of minutes ago. There's a run on there. Jack Flynn back outside. A Louth man comes, but he's beaten him. It's Donald Keoghan. Donald Keoghan on his 178th appearance for Meath scores a point. The man from Rathkenny made his debut in 2012. Puts Meath 3 in front.
Louth, they're going to start ringing the changes now. It's Kieran Keenan that's going to come in, and leaving the field is Connor Grimes. He hasn't got on the score sheet today. And a big roar going up for the Meath fans because Jordan Morris is making his way into proceedings now as well.
Jordan Morris, who wasn't even in the squad before today, was moved into the squad at the last minute. It's great to see Jordan Morris back on the field.
I might have got that wrong. Maybe Kieran McCardle that's come off. Yeah, it was the Meath number 12 that came off, not the Louth number 12. So it's Keith Curtis who's made way for Meath.
In the meantime, Sam Mulroy, who's had a lot of the ball, has it again for Louth, playing in that sort of midfield centre forward role that he may not get as many scores from, but it's being carried forward down to the 45. And inside the 45 from Kieran Downey. On his left at the edge of the 2-point square, Bevan Duffy. One more outside under the Hogan stand here, the recently introduced substitute. That's Kieran Keenan from RD St Mary's. And it's switched again all the way across. It's big Tommy Dernan. He's thinking about the 2-pointer. Went back for it, and it's out to Sam Mulroy again. This is obviously a tactic. And it's big Tommy again. And number 24, Kieran Keenan. Louth happy enough to just wait it out, wait for that gap to open, even though it doesn't seem to be appearing at the moment. Louth are all the way out, nearly at the 65. It's Sam Mulroy, might think about an injection of pace here, goes for the hand pass over the top to Kieran Downey, who gets absolutely cleaned out on the 21. And I mean cleaned out. Was it the full back there, Sean Rafferty, that hit him?
Well, it was a pass that Mulroy absolutely had to get right. And yes, it was Sean Rafferty who came in and clotheslined Kieran Downey. And Sean Rafferty gets a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, in fairness, it's one of those passes where you have, as a forward, you have to be brave. You have to stick the head in there. You know you're going to get clattered, but you just have to do it for your team. And fair play to him, he won the free.
Paul Matthews with number 10 on his back is coming in for Louth, and it is Andy McDonald, the only survivor from the 2010 final, who is coming off. Sam Mulroy should be academic. It is. Sam Mulroy with his second point of this contest, and the gap is back down to a very manageable 2 points. Let's not take this for granted. Louth are still very much in this game with 25 minutes left.
Absolutely, Sean. Absolutely. And if anything, Meath have gone a bit back into their shells there. And Sean Rafferty brings the ball out. Brings it out past his own 65. A lovely hand pass to Brian O'Halloran, who we haven't heard much from today. Passes it all the way over the far side. It's Kieran Caulfield from Trim. It's passed inside there. He goes inside the 2-point arc. And it's brought back out again. And Meath are going to recycle. And Jordan Morris, his first touch of the ball. He's carrying it along the 45, goes for a bit of skill, makes the hand pass inside to Jack Flynn, who loses his foot and comes back out to Jordan Morris again. It's up, it's high, it's up, it's over the bar, and a point for Jordan Morris. And what a reintroduction to intercounty football for Jordan Morris. A fantastic score with his left foot on the edge of the D. Super.
It's a wonderful score. And the Meath fans behind the goal. I see a Brazil flag in there. I suppose that is green and yellow. But they're obviously loving life right now. And why not? Because they've just turned over the kick out. It could get even better for them. Donald Keown. Has he spilled the ball? He has, but it might be recovered. No, it won't. It will not. Mulroy leaves it for Conal McKeever. And Louth will come forward, but there's not many places for them to go but out wide. There was a big cluster of Meath players blocking the central road, so they'll come down the flanks. Darren Nally, Paul Matthews, Craig Lennon for Louth, who are contesting their third Leinster final in a row. They don't want to be like Armagh, lose 3 on the spin, especially now with a white-hot rivalry at Meath and the Dubs out of the way. This is now Conor Grimes on the ball, tracked by Matthew Costello. Costello's got to be careful, he's on a yellow card. Oh, what happened there? Someone fell down. Grimes got it back, trying to curl it over.
Oh, that's a fantastic score.
And that is a pressure kick for Conor Grimes.
Bevan Duffy slipped on his way in as a support runner, and the ball bounced back to him, and he played it on the ground perfectly to the man to take the score. And what a fantastic score from a tight angle there from Sam Mulroy.
Now threading the eye of a needle there in more ways than one.
Absolutely. Yeah, look, we've got a game here. 3-7 to 18 points. There's over 20 minutes to go. This is well in the melting pot. And it's out now midfield. Meath caught for numbers at midfield, and Tommy Dernan wins it and wins the free.
Taken quickly to Sam Mulroy. Mulroy with Brian O'Halloran for company, but he's got plenty of backup himself. One of them is Donald McKenny. He's out right under our noses in the Hogan stand. Now it's Kieran Downey. Downey being forced backwards, and he's given it away to Brian Menton. But Brian Menton's pass is then clipped by a Louth man. There's a Meath man down, and the referee has stopped the game. The Louth fans are absolutely incensed because they looked like they were in for a point, possibly more. They were certainly steaming in on goal, but the referee from Monaghan has called a halt to play.
Well, look, I was fortunate enough to see the replay there, and in fairness, the Meath man took a contact to the head. The referee has a duty of care to everybody in the field. Yes, Louth were clean in there, but he takes a big hit to the head here, and the referee has to look after him. He gets a shoulder to the head, as you can see as well there, Sean. It's a tough one. But,
that doesn't look like head contact. Yes, his head snapped back as he hit the ground, but it was more in the shoulder chest area. But
well, I'd like to think the referee 10 yards away might have a better view than us 50 yards away. You'd hope, anyways.
You would hope, and in any event, it's not like he can roll the dice on
exactly
how
on head
hurt
contact.
he is.
Yeah, for sure. But the ball is with Louth, I think. Anyways, Sam Mulroy is eyeing it up here. This is surely too far out for him. It's probably it is nearer the 65 than it is the 45. He will be looking for a runner here. Not too many willing runners at the moment.
Yeah, he's looking around. He can't see anyone. Now there's one on the left.
Yeah, that's the only one available to him.
And he'll take it straight back and seek to launch this latest Louth offensive. Lynch was a runner. Mulroy held it. Grimes is a runner. Mulroy gives it to him. Conor Grimes wants another score.
Short.
It's going to drop short. Now, who did that come off?
That's a 45.
A Meath man.
Yeah.
Came off Seamus Lavin, who watched Meath's 2023 Talton Cup victory in this stadium from Toronto, Canada. He's back in the Meath panel now. Speaking of Toronto, there's a loud man somewhere in this stadium by the name of Caoimhín Riley. Used to write for the Drogheda Independent. Came back to Ireland just for this day. The biggest loud opportunity in 15 years. And they are right in the fight. There's no doubt about that.
Well, Sam Mulroy has got a 45 here. It's the Hogan stand side of the pitch. It's not that far to the right. It might be just maybe 10 metres out to the right. It's probably a 50-metre kick, this, but Sam Mulroy definitely able for that. Badly needed, this. And it is over the bar. It's a point for Louth. And Sam Mulroy with a beautifully struck effort. So nonchalant with those efforts. But that was absolutely fantastic. We've a 2-point game here. 19 minutes to go.
That'll be a 1-point game. It's back to... Yes, it is back to the minimum. Billy Hogan. 2 number 10s underneath it. But it's Tommy Dernan, the number 8 for Louth, who claims possession. He's got 3 men in front of him on the Hogan side. One of them is Paul Matthews. He's got that is Kieran Keenan, the number 24, advancing now. Back to Matthews. And now it will be Conal McKeever of Louth. Bevan Duffy, now he's on the ball. Running at Rory Kinsella. Soft hands from Louth, quick passes. Tommy Dernan turns and faces the goal about 50 metres out. Now it's Sam Mulroy. Inside again to Louth. It is Kieran Downey making some inroads. Matthews, though, hesitated, couldn't find a road, and Louth retreat again. Tommy Dernan is becoming the point person for this attack. He's found Kieran Keenan, who's stuck on the left-hand side. Now he lays out the pass, and the Louth man has curled one over
Mulroy
the bar.
again.
Phenomenal score. Just when Louth needed it the most. Their main men come good again.
I was saying earlier on, Sean, that the radar mightn't have been in for Sam Mulroy, but geez, he found it there in the last 10 or 15 minutes. He's kicked a few absolute glorious scores. He's going to be a big man for the remaining 17 minutes as we're level here in Croke Park.
Shane Walsh has made way for Meath. Shane Walsh has come on, and the man who made way is number 10, Connor Duke. So Walsh on the field wearing number 17. As another kick out comes our way underneath the Hogan stand, and again it is won by Louth.
Now free into Louth here. They're going quickly, or they're trying to go quickly. The referee has sent them back, and the ball is in the hands of Sam Mulroy again on the 65. Again, no open runners looking to... There might be one man open in the centre of the field. He's looking around. He's done a full 360 looking around there. And he does find a man in the end, and that man is Conal McKeever, who carries it all the way past the 45. He's at the edge of the D. He's got a runner inside. That runner is Conor Grimes. He's gone back outside again. Potential high tackle there, not given by the referee. They've recycled it back out again. And a hand pass and a 2-point attempt. How are we looking? It's wide. It's out to the right and wide, unfortunately. There was a good effort there from Kieran Downey, but just out to the wide. Out to the right and wide.
Billy Hogan has another kick out.
I think Billy's tee was interfered with there by one of the Louth players. If the referee spotted that now, that'd be a throw ball. And he's kicked it out, a beautiful kick out into midfield. Won cleanly there at midfield by Donald Keoghan. And the referee has pulled them back, not from the correct spot again, but they work it on. Down the Hogan stand side. Who's reaching the 45, it's Shane Walsh, who's just been introduced. And now it's been taken on there by Jordan Morris again, who's causing problems. It's come all the way out to the 2-point arc again. And it's with number 7, Kieran Caulfield, the 22-year-old from Trim. He's worked it all the way across to Donald Keoghan. And one more. Takes a hop, edge of the D. And it's wide.
Ooh, that's a bad miss.
I think it was on his wrong foot, Sean.
Straight in front of the post, Rory Kinsella. he'll be disappointed with that one. And Louth have been let off the hook with that one, I would think.
That's the sort of wide that, you know, in 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes time when we're coming down the closing stretch, you're looking back at going, did we leave it behind us? Hopefully that's not the case.
They've been level 6 times today, including right now. It's Meath 18 points, it's Louth 3-9. We've 15 minutes left of the Leinster final, and Louth have the kick out. Bevan Duffy receives the pass and lays it in to Tommy Dernan. It seems like no Louth attack can progress without the ball going through his hands. Now, Craig Lennon, the man who scored a wonderful goal just before half-time to drag Louth right back into contention in the Leinster final. The ball has been sent in towards the D, taken by Kieran Keenan, but sent back out again. The Meath pressure was just too much. The ball is king in this game. But Louth, I thought they'd let the king slip, but they've let themselves get away with it again. Now they're looking at the posts. Now they're looking for the score. Now they're looking for the lead, and they have all three. Wonderful score. Just about dropped over the crossbar, and for the first time in what feels like an age, Louth are in front, and they have Kieran Downey to thank for it.
Oh, it was a fantastic score, Sean. They tried the ball inside a couple of times, it didn't work, and they got a couple of lucky bounces and it came back to them. But here come Meath, and now it's Jack Flynn up the left hand side. He's to the edge of the square, he's going for the 2-pointer here, I'll tell you what. Oh, he's just dragged it out to the left, and the Louth fans around us now point up are letting poor old Jack Flynn know about it.
Oh dear, that's the Meath fans. They rose up, they sat down, they realised it wasn't going to be what they wanted it to be, and Louth retained possession from their own kick-out. Peter Lynch, just inside his own D, sprays it out now to Darren Nally. He's got some time to assess his options, but not much, because he's got Rory Kinsella on top of him. Kinsella putting in the challenge. Nally gets it away to Paul Matthews, and Matthews wisely sends it backwards to the centre-back, Peter Lynch. Lynch got some space to run into, and he's taken it. He's taken it into the Meath half. He's put it in to, I believe that is Kieran Keenan. It is Keenan trying to get away from tackles. He has. And Tommy Dernan, that man again, lays it on. The ball finds its way to Cunnell McKeever. Louth being pushed backwards, but they're a point in front at the moment. They hold the cards. Who's to say Meath won't pull an Uno reverse, though? Still plenty of time to go. Sam Mulroy, the captain. Sprayed inside. And Mulroy receives the ball back.
Yeah, again, Sean, it looks as if Louth are willing, especially now that they're a point up, they're going to be patient. They're going to wait for the opportunity that comes, and this might be it here. It's back out to McKeever, yeah.
Is it? Oh, I thought I was going for a 2-pointer there. It says it bad wide to Tommy Dernan. There are men free out wide, but there's also men free in the middle. But now the ball makes its way towards the right-hand side of the pitch, and it's in the hands of Paul Matthews. He has Bevan Duffy, and he uses him. Duffy running at the defender, couldn't get past him though. Meath solid in their back line. And Louth come again. The fans are getting antsy. Mulroy's found some space though. Yeah. He uses the left boot, and he scored! Sam Mulroy! His tally stretches to 1 goal and 5 points.
Sam Mulroy sent Sean Coffey to the shops there with a dummy. Sean is still looking for the ball, I believe, because it was such a dummy. He's absolutely sold him down the river. And Meath have gone short with the kick out, and they have it at midfield with Kieran Caulfield from Trim. And he's got a substitute on his shoulder there. It's Shane Walsh. He may use him, but he doesn't. In fact, he uses another substitute, Jordan Morris. Jordan Morris, who scored an inspirational point not long after his introduction. Morris just soloing outside the 45. Louth in no hurry to engage him. A man comes out now. It's the substitute for Louth, Kieran Keenan, coming out to him. Still Jordan Morris with the ball. He goes back outside to Owen Frayne, the captain, who's been relatively quiet in open play. It's out to midfielder. Out to the midfielder, Jack Flynn. And inside again. And there's a chance here for Meath now. Inside the 14. Had a shot, but put it up straight in the air, and Louth have turned it over again.
He was completely off balance.
It was low percentage, Sean, wasn't it?
It was a great incisive move from Meath, but Louth got their back line together just in the nick of time. And the applause rises from the fans in red as Louth come hunting for more scores. They lead 3-11 to 18 points. We've less than 10 minutes left. It's far from a done deal. Lennon needs to watch his house, he does. On to Paul Matthews. Now Kieran Downey. Straight in front of the post, but a long, long way between the 45 and the 65. There's lots of work to be done.
Yeah, Sam Mulroy on the ball now, just after having made his way up from defending, the very back line there. Louth more than content to just take it easy here. They're on the edge. They're edge of the 65. Meath not really pressing them up. But now Craig Lennon makes a move, but just resets again. And now it's with the centre half forward, Kieran Downey, under pressure on the edge of the 45. Plays an awful hand pass in, and they're extremely lucky not to get overturned here. Sam Mulroy. Sam Mulroy with a couple of soccer skills on the halfway line, but now they have got turned over. They have lost it, and it's Rory Kinsella who's carrying it. And now it's Jordan Morris carrying it. 3-on-3 here. The hand pass to Matthew Costello. Matthew Costello is in. It's a goal for Meath. Matthew Costello has scored a goal for Meath to put them a point up in the Leinster final. It was all about the turnover of possession in midfield. Sam Mulroy got caught out. What a 10 minutes we're in for here.
I did think Sam Mulroy was very, very casual in the way he tried to pick that up. It looked like they'd rectified the mistake, but they didn't, they couldn't, and now Meath are in front again.
Just looking at the replay here, Meath had so much to do. They had so much to do to score that goal. And for Matthew Costello to come out and still score that with the work that was required, it was nearly saved by the keeper as well. Oh, we're in for a banger. 8 minutes left.
We got substitutions to deal with first. Rory Kinsella has left the field for Meath. His place will be taken by Shane Walsh. And for Louth, Kieran Byrne is in. Aaron Lynch, excuse me. Aaron Lynch has come in for Ryan Burns.
Louth have it again on the 45. A hand pass is on. They're straight down through the middle. It's Conal McKeever. He's been bottled up though. And Meath have turned it over again. Here we go again. Kieran Caulfield under pressure needs to get rid of it. A superb crossfield ball there out to Shane Walsh under the Hogan stand, crossing the 65, plays an awful hand pass but gets away with it. Meath very casual here. It's the captain Owen Frayne under the Hogan stand between the 45 and the 65. Owen Frayne now standing on the 65. Meath a point up. Owen Frayne, it's now roles reverse, Sean. There's no onus on Meath to go and look for the score.
No, indeed, and we can smell the flares, the green flares coming from the hill. And they might need to be lit again, but they won't, because Bevan Duffy has turned it over for Louth.
What a tackle.
Louth will come away with it. Now they have a chance to find parity again.
Oh, if you want a dictionary definition of a tackle, that one was absolutely superb there. And Louth are carrying it away again. They're coming up towards midfield here, crossing their own 65, crossing the halfway, crossing the other 65, under the Cusick stand, about 40 metres out. They turn back, reset. Time-wise, we've got 6.5 minutes left here, and Louth have reset out towards the 65 again. It's Tommy Dernan. There isn't a ball that Tommy hasn't touched in this entire game, and Sam Mulroy with him, and Sam with the ball now lays it off to Paul Matthews, who came in as a substitute after initially been named to start. It's with Bevan Duffy, the man he replaced from St. Feckin's. Louth are waiting for an opportunity here. Craig Lennon, the All-Star, makes a burst. Passed it to Paul Matthews, who didn't see it coming. They're under the Hogan stand here on the 45. Tommy Dernan plays a crossfield ball to the middle of the pitch. Bevan Duffy picks it up. Now, they've got it there. It's Paul Matthews again. He's carrying it and back again. Louth prepared to be patient here. Bevan Duffy looks for a hand pass. Not the best. Gets away with it. Has the referee given a free?
Sure
he has given a free. He thought about it, Sean. He thought about it. I think this might be in 2-point territory as well.
Absolutely it is. And there's more substitutes. I'm losing track of all the subs with all that's going on. Bevan Duffy is coming off. The man who has number 26 on his back but started the game. His day is in fact over. And to take his place will be number 21, Dara McDonald.
Yeah, this one is from well downtown. This might be 50 metres out. But again, Sam Mulroy and that lazy style of free taking should have the distance, no problem.
Yeah, it's quite central, Shane. So if he can clear 45-metre frees with space to spare, he will feel like he can get this between the posts and push Louth back into a 1-point lead. The whistles rise from the green horde on the hill, but he's not looking at them. He's looking at the Davin stand. That's where the posts are that he needs to split.
Yep.
And he split them! A wonderful score! Sam Mulroy, he wants to lift the Delaney Cup in 5 minutes' time. And if there are no more scores today, that's exactly what he'll do.
Meath have gone short here and they've been turned over by Louth. It was Sam Mulroy actually that did the turning over as well. And it's passed inside. Now Louth just need to keep ball here, but 5 minutes is a long time to keep ball.
They can't keep ball. That's far, far too risky. Donegal.
Well, we saw Donegal last night, Sean, didn't we?
They didn't succeed the first time.
Just about succeeded the second time and all.
They had less time to work with. They had about 2 or 3 minutes. Louth of 4.5. And we talked about, you talked about the quality of tackling on show. So knowing that, and knowing that at some stage there will be Meath men on top of them, that cannot under any circumstances be the plan.
Yeah, Meath will have to push out. But Louth have found a bit of a hole here. It's Craig Lennon. He's carrying it. He's been tackled there, but it's brought back out. They're doing well. They're doing well. It's Sam Mulroy has it in midfield. He's switched it back over to the Hogan stand side. We're about 45 metres out, crossing the 45 now. It's number 20, Kieran Byrne, who has it. He brings it back to Kieran Downey, and then back once again to Darren MacDonald. And then back to number 6, Peter Lynch from Roche Emmets. They have it at halfway line. It's Sam Mulroy again. Surely they need to get Sam Mulroy in towards goal. But Sam Mulroy has it. 55, 60 metres out. Looks for a hand pass. We've got 3.5 minutes.
68 years of history on the line here for Louth. They haven't won this championship since 1957, the year where they went on to win the All-Ireland. They haven't won championship silverware since. Is this their day?
I think they fancy themselves to hold this ball, Sean. I don't, but I think they fancy themselves. Meath are going to have to push out. There are less than 3 minutes to go here. That's a hand pass. It's speculative. It's inside, but they continue to hold possession. Kieran Downey has it in midfield. Sam Mulroy has it out at the 65. Sam Mulroy can have this out at the 65 all he wants. Louth are going to win the game if this continues. Meath have to push up.
Oh, they're walking a tightrope here, and there are some Royals swarming around them looking to set fire to it. It's Dermot Campbell.
Yeah, they're back at their own 45. Can't go back to the keeper, remember.
And I think the fans now might realise that what they're trying to do, they're coming to the same conclusion that you are, Shane. And
they're in trouble now. They're in trouble.
And the Meath fans is becoming more and more, and that leads itself to indiscipline. The foul committed by Aaron Lynch, and Louth have a free.
Yeah, and the substitution there is number 14, James Conlon, is replaced by Dahi McGowan from Ratoath. Probably maybe a touch lucky to get the free there, but look, we've got 2 minutes 10 seconds, 2 minutes 11 seconds left here. Louth winning by a point. It's in the hands of the keeper. Back on his own 45. They're looking for an out. There's no runners. Meath have everybody covered here.
A Louth man went down. The referee rather impatiently just beckoned him forward, saying get on with it.
Yeah.
There's 2 minutes left. The Louth lead is 1. They're dallying with danger here. And Donald McKinney takes it down the line. It's Paul Matthews. Advantage still there. Is that Sam Mulroy in the ball? Might well be. He had to look up at the posts. Instead he looks right. Connor Grimes. Darren McDonald. Heart in mouth stuff in Croke Park. Oh, he nearly fumbled it, but they retained possession.
They've worked that well.
McDonald.
Tommy
Kieran
Dernan.
Byrne in space. Paul Matthews.
There's no need to shoot here.
There's space out left. Another score would do nicely. There's a free. Should be a free coming.
No free. It's worked outside. And Louth are going to reset again, I think.
But they surrounded by 4 Meath men. Darren McDonald was the hero there. They needed it. Oh, it's loose now, but they've retained it again.
Oh, they've done so well here. 1 minute to go.
Kieran Downey. Craig Lennon is an ocean to space on the right. He might kick a score here. Will he seal it?
Yeah.
He might well have done. Meath need a 2-pointer for extra time. They need a goal to win it. By my reckoning, Shane, either we're going to extra time or we're all going to see something that hasn't happened in 68 years.
I think you're right, Sean. There's a flurry of substitutions down here now as well. The clock has stopped. There's 45 seconds to go. Of course, remember, once the hooter goes, we still play on. It is only when the ball goes dead. There's a couple of flares up on Hill 16 trying to be extinguished. We're not there yet.
Third time the charm perhaps for Louth. Not if Meath have something to say about it. They've been 2 points up with no time left before, but they've won the kick out.
He's given a free.
And if they play this right, that will surely be it. There are programs being thrown down from the upper Hogan up here. That's a terrible decision as far as I'm concerned. Those are going to be collector's items if Louth could do what they want to do for the next 20 seconds.
They're playing with fire here, though. They're on the way back. They've 15 seconds to survive. He can't go back to the goalkeeper. They're back in the corner of Hill 16 and the Cuse stand. He's given a free out. That's it.
Surely is
That's it.
That surely is it. They'll take the free. They'll take the hooter. They'll drop the ball off the pitch, and they will send the wee county into total delirium. The greatest moment that Louth GAA has seen for 68 years. They banished the ghosts of 2010. The Louth manager from that day, Peter Fitzpatrick, he's somewhere here in Croke Park. He told the Irish Times that he would be here with his children, with his grandchildren, to see the thing that he couldn't get done. But Jared Brennan has got it done. Sam Mulroy has got it done. Tommy Dernan has got it done. Louth are the Leinster senior football champions.
Sean, the scenes here on the pitch, up in the stand, here across Croke Park. You see the red the red flare's been erupted up in Hill 16. This is a special moment. Like, to think that the last time they did this, they went on to win the All-Ireland in 57. What's stopping them doing that again, Sean?
Well, a group stage, a quarter-final, a semi-final and a final, but that's not for today. That is for tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. Who knows how long the drinking session will last in Louth. Oh dear, oh dear.
What a game as well, Sean. Just in general, what a game.
Yeah, when you want history to be made, you want it to be in a game of that level of quality. And there are tears in the stands. I see them myself. Grown men crying. That's what the GAA could do to you. Oh, the GAA is great, isn't it?
Oh, it's something else, Sean. And I said it at the time, 20 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go. I said Sam Mulroy has left the radar at home. He kicked 3-4 sort of non-Sam Mulroy wides. But my God, that 15 minutes, he was absolutely sensational. Everything went through him. He kicked some inspirational scores. And listen, I'm as happy for him as I am the rest of the Louth team. It's been a long journey, and it's great to see them, and it'll be great to see them lift the cup.
Spare a thought for Meath, who played their part in a wonderful occasion. They had great moments. There was a goal for their number 13, Matthew Costello, who thought he would have got it done. But Sam Mulroy deservedly receiving the Man of the Match award. He's talked to RT Sport right now as his teammates storm the hill and greet the Louth fans who have just experienced a day that the vast majority of them will never have experienced before. The big screen in Croke Park is saying James Conlon's the man of the match. That's the Meath number 14. No,
it is, yeah. It is in fact definitely Sam Mulroy.
It's definitely Sam Mulroy. I see LMFM in front of us, Loud Meath FM. Who knows what type of tightrope they had to walk in their coverage of this Leinster final. But it's over for them now. They could congratulate with Loud. They could commiserate with Meath. Oh boy, and now, if we may take a small look forward, Louth will now go into a group with Clare, Monaghan and Down. And after today, they will feel hugely confident, highly confident. I said hugely or highly. I got mixed up between the two the first time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
Sean, there's nothing to fear in that group for Louth, for sure. Like, I'd make, themselves and Monaghan would be the two favourites to come out of that. Roscommon were very, very poor against Galway, and Down were there from the Tailteann last year. Listen, the best of luck to them. I hope they do very well, and it won't be the last time we'll see them in Croke Park for this year. And
to the victors go to the spoils. Meath have been pushed down a very tough road now. Their group will consist of the Munster champions Kerry, Roscommon and Cork. And, well, they were competitive today. They will feel like they still can. It's not the end of the road for them. Look at Armagh, lost the provincial final last year, lifted Sam at the end of July, but it'll be a bitter, bitter pill for the Royal County to swallow.
Well, look, you look at that Meath team, it's made up of, a series of young fellas all under 25. There aren't too many over 30s. Donald Kyogan, Brian Menton will be senior men, all right. But apart from that, you look at their forwards, Conor Duke, 20, Matthew Costello, 24, James Conlon, 23, Owen Frayne, the captain of the team, one of the youngest captains in all of inter-county football at 22. The future is there for this Meath team, and I wouldn't rule them out yet this year.
You could argue at this moment, it has never been a better time in living memory to be a Louth football fan. They won the under-20 Leinster final. They'll have a All-Ireland semi-final against Mayo to come this week, with Tyrone awaiting the winners. Their minors are in their own Leinster final against Offaly, their first since 2017. They'll look for their first win since 1953. The youth levels at Louth have been nurtured and fostered, and it's coming to fruition. We're seeing it here before our eyes.
Well, it's been a long time coming, Sean. They have two of the biggest county towns in all of Ireland in Dundalk and Drogheda, and they're probably not even, taking enough from those big towns. But the scenes down in front of us here, in front of the Hogan stand, are absolutely incredible. The noise that's around, like, a lot of the Meath people have remained, but some have gone. But my God, we can see how many Louth people were here today now. It's absolutely stunning scenes, Sean. And
I think we'll let the noise of the crowd wash over you. I think we'll sign off. I've been Sean Breslin. It's been an absolute privilege to commentate this game for audio descriptive commentary for Croke Park in partnership with Vision Sport Ireland. Shane, I'm sure you'd like to reiterate that point.
Oh, absolutely. We've had such a great day today, and we're so happy to be here. And we hope we could make a difference. So
the full-time score here in Croke Park: Louth 3 goals and 14 points. Meath 1 goal and 18 points. Louth are the 2025 Leinster Senior Football Champions.